Good
Hi,
evening.
Aisha.
Good evening, Sri. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good. How are you doing?
Very well, very well. First of all, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you so much for taking time
Yes.
out for the Cric Crak family, Sri.
Yeah, done, done. What's happening otherwise?
I can hear your lovely kids. I believe you're spending a lot of
Can say
time
hi.
with your family during
Yes.
quarantine. Hi, hi. How are
They
you?
can't see that. Yes. Come, come.
Hi,
See
hi,
you. Come.
hi.
Take
So
care.
sweet, so sweet. Thank you for including them, Shri. Thank you so much. So, Shri, for beginners, thank you so much for tuning in. It's an absolute honor to have this opportunity to speak to somebody who's won 2 World Cups for our country. It's a pleasure, Shri. So, thank you so much and congratulations on getting justice. And we at Team Cric Crack wish more power to you, Shri. And we are really happy that you got justice, and we're really happy that you're going to play for India very soon.
Thank you very much, yeah, and to everybody out there, your team, a very good evening. Thank God you messaged. In fact, I'm not a very social guy. I'll be honest with you. That's something which I'm looking forward to in this, my debut. I don't call it a comeback. I say my debut. So
Yeah.
debut at the age of 37. So my focus will be now. Yes, I'm trying my very best to talk to the people and finish all the misunderstandings and the questions to be asked when I start playing. Because once I start playing, I won't be the same guy who love. I mean, yes, everybody loves the attention, but I prefer not to talk about the past, and that's buried.
Yeah.
And it's an experience which I had. So I am trying my very best to use this time, Corona. So everybody's having a tough time. So making sure nobody gives up that easily. So I think my story is a good thing to something good in this dry and kind of emotional, very when it comes to
I'm
emotion. I think
sure.
a very very emotional phase in most of the people's lives.
I'm
Even
sure.
today, there is something bad happened. So it's strange how people just let's
All
have
good.
something
All good. Is
good.
it something personal which happened today, or is it
No,
something?
not personal. I mean, when it comes to India, we have the pledge which we say from the time we have in the school says all Indians are my brothers and sisters. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, everybody is connected. And if you come look at, I don't want to look. The other day, I mean, yesterday I was giving an interview and it was after the practice session, and he said, "Shri, you have become very philosophical." I said, "I read a lot. I mean, if that is philosophy, I don't know. I think being a father of two and being a husband for last 6.5 years makes you a big philosopher for sure. So you learn a lot, and I just want to say, I take it." How do I say? I mean, I thank God I still have my round my mama's face, so that maybe I should color my hair and remove my some of white hair. But I'm very lazy. I'm very lazy when it comes to yeah.
So
Let's
it's been
see. I mean,
difficult. You couldn't go to the parlor during the lockdown. It's been difficult.
I don't. You won't believe. I mean, I don't know whether you have seen the Big Boss. So I actually cut my hair myself. Once in a while, if there's a shoot or something, I use Akim's Alim Bhai. That's where I get my haircut done. And I'm not particular with the stylist. So sometimes it might be JW Marriott in
Yeah.
Bangalore. It might be whichever hotel. It doesn't matter. It should be a 5 star. Sometimes if I get comfortable, I'm not somebody who says I just will go to that famous guy. Yes, I am very lucky and fortunate that I know few big superstar stylists and all that. But at the end of the day, there are few people out there who I might just be going and I feel like having a haircut. I'll just tell my driver or my manager or somebody. I said, bro, I mean, Rogna yaar. So they will be like, what to do? I said, it's okay. Nobody knows I'm going to be there. So it will be like a surprise, first of all. And if they get to know me, good. If they don't get to know me, brilliant. Don't say who I am. So,
See,
so it's like that. So
you're always known to be a people's person, a family man. You don't care bada kaun hai, chota kaun hai in terms of stature.
I don't.
Uh,
I,
you know,
I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't because that's something I keep telling. And people while playing, obviously, if you who used to say, "Yeah, sabke saath itna natak kyun kar rahe ho?" I think you are a great actor. I said, I mean, great actor also takes a lot of practice. So
yeah.
maybe the practice came from my mom and dad and the upbringing where uh, I'm not. I will not say very poor family, but yes, surely I used to be from a middle class family, decently well off, but I had this thing in my head that, I will not take money from my parents once I get the scholarship. So I got the scholarship when I was in 7th standard, and Bangalore say it was a tough phase, but I always enjoyed. So I think I know how it is to live uh, alone with 10 rupees or 100 rupees for a week, and how to manage that 100 rupees uh, when you have nothing. I mean, you
Absolutely.
somehow manage. Luckily, when you study in a good school, the fees is taken care of the scholarship, and
Yeah.
the best part about that life is there's something called in the lunch. If you cannot afford the lunch, because if you spend that 15 rupees in a Shanti Sagar in Bangalore, and I was in foreign public school, RT Nagar, so
Yeah, I know.
if you
Yeah.
spend that 15 rupees or 18 rupees, at that time it was like 18 rupees or something for a meal, then you are counting, oh my god, I have practice in the evening, after that I need to drink my energy drink, all that you calculate. So I know, I think I've been blessed to meet a lot of very poor people who couldn't even afford, including me, when I was staying alone and trying to make a mark. I know how difficult it is for a doorman to a driver to live their life.
Yeah,
Everybody is
and
fighting their
you're
battle,
you're
and
an emotional person as well. You're known to be a family man. I keep seeing your posts with your mom, with your children, with your wife. I read about your short and sweet love story, and I'm sure for youngsters, there's a lot to learn from you. That जब life में आगे बढ़ जाओ, जब life में आप ऊपर पहुंच जाओ, तो नीचे भी देखना पड़ता है और सब लोग बराबर होते हैं. And I think Sri, we really
better to
really
look
appreciate
down,
your
because
attitude.
people say don't look down. Some people say don't look down, look always up. अगर ऐसे ही देखते रहेंगे तो you'll fall. You will
Yeah,
just fall,
yeah,
because if they say see where you're walking. Yes, you should have a vision, but that doesn't mean you don't look who's around. You
absolutely.
don't stamp on them and walk around. I mean, I don't believe in that attitude. I believe giving an opportunity and learning from that experience. For example, when I'm now trying to play again, and a lot of youngsters are there, and a lot of people are kind of insecure, saying, "Oh, she's getting all attention. Oh my God, he's back." Even the people who really liked me and worshipped me,
Yeah.
are like, "Sala yaar, abhi forgive my language, but sir, अभी आके खेलने वाला है,
Yeah.
पता नहीं क्या खेलने गया क्या वो, that kind of attitude. All I want to say is, bro, listen, I missed 7 years. You guys were all playing 7 years, and if I am good enough, today also the interview had come out in times which I spoke to Prashant Jadan 3 days
Yeah.
back. I had told very clear, I'm not here to compete. I'm here to learn. I
That's
swear on my entire cricket and trying to make a comeback, as people say. I never knew there is 25 overs. That there are two different balls, which I came to know a couple of weeks back when I was in the nets and I was bowling with the old
Oh,
Kukabra
all
ball
right. Yeah.
and bowling reverse swing, and suddenly Basil Thambi or somebody who comes to me and says, Cheta, this old ball you don't get in the match. So I thought they are taking my trip. So I said, बस यार मैं इतना भी बुद्धा नहीं हुआ, ज्यादा ऐसे बोल्ड में मैंने बहुत बोल किए सर. तो उन्होंने बोला, श्री भाई नहीं, आजकल 25 ओवर में एक साइड में बोले, और मैं बोला क्या है बक रहे हो यार. I genuinely thought they are just making a bakra. But then my coach Jain Jetan and my mentor, he came to me and said, Sri, take it easy. Let at least youngsters don't know.
Right.
Don't let them know that you don't know this. So I said, it's okay, I can still bowl the outswing. It doesn't matter. It's better if there's a completely new ball on the other side. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can maintain that ball. Even if the bowler gets hit from the other end, you don't have to worry now. Before,
Yeah.
it used to be like, if you're in a good spell and the partner is not bowling well, then the ball shape goes, and the shine goes. So now you have to maintain, and thanks to Corona, sometimes blessing in disguise, now I think every bowler should have one ball.
Sreesanth, बहुत मजा आने वाला है यार, because इतने साल बाद, after so many years, I could only imagine the Mexican wave in the stadiums. Sreesanth, that's going to be absolutely
Long
crazy.
time, long
And
time, long
it's
time.
going
I'd
to be
love to
very
hear that
interesting.
in my first match. Even
Yeah.
in the first class match, that is something which I'm looking forward to. So just want to tell everybody who might miss because of I'll play, please guys. I mean, you still had the 7 years of opportunity. I just have another 3 or 5 years left. I'll push it to 5, but yeah, 3 good long years. And
Yeah.
it's 365 days into 3 years. So please guys, you can still play after 3 years also. So don't worry.
Absolutely. And I believe you're training very hard. You've got Michael Jordan's trainer as well, and you're doing everything to get back into the groove, Sri. So my first question to you today is, let's begin from where it all started, Sri. As a youngster, I remember, you went to, I believe you bunked college to watch Tinu Yohanan debut at Mohali, if my memory serves me right. You were a young guy at that time. You were a young kid, and Johanan was the first player to debut from Kerala. और उसके बाद आपकी जो गाड़ी है क्या आगे बढ़ी, bro? I mean, it was absolutely crazy. I believe you took a hat trick in the Dilip Trophy, and you played the Ranji, and then you had that dream debut against South Africa in 2005, and that was the first occasion when India won a Test match on South African soil, Sri. So those 5 years, if you could throw some light on those 5 years, वो 5 साल कैसे थे? आपके bowling action में किसने मदद करी? And how was the Josh? कहते हैं ना, how's the Josh? So how was the Josh, Sri?
Hi,
During
sir.
those 5 years?
In the movie, they say hi, sir. I say it's extremely high, sir. Don't even try to be there, sir, because it's just me, sir.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So all I can say is I have to thank Tini, Johanna, and Chetan for showing us the way that a Malayali can actually do wonders. But then I was a bit confused. I used to be a leg spinner, and I used to be a opening batsman to start with. Then obviously my lens, and now I'm getting back to the
You
normal
wanted to
basis.
become a leg spinner because of Anil Kumble, because you used to watch a lot
Yes,
of Anil.
on a bouncy wicket, I used to bowl with Anil Bhai's action, and on a turner, I used to bowl in the action of Shane Moon. So I used to mix and match both the actions. And in between, if the ball is reversing, I used to come in the Anil Bhai's action and then bowl a bouncer or a Yorker. So that's what the coach said. Bhai, thoda मतलब under 19 जो बंदे डाल रहे उससे तेज है तू leg spin छोड़ दे और fast ball डाल. So I think from there my journey started, and then I came to know that Chetan is making his debut. So that motivated me, and then I joined the same school as he was, Bhavan Zarmakara, when I came from Bangalore. I joined there for commerce in 11th grade, and I just I called him up and I asked him, he was so sweet and nice that he asked me to come home because I had played against him in club matches here. Wow. So he said, come home. I went to the Chetan's house. I clearly remember I met his dad, legend TC Johanan, who is a long jumper, who is an Olympian. Yeah. His dad is an Olympian, and he's got a very old school way of saying, "Agar आगे बढ़ना है ना, तीनों से भी आगे बढ़ना है ना." He used to say like that. किसी से भी आगे बढ़ना ना, उसके साथ ट्रेन करो, मगर वो जब सॉक्स वगैरह निकाल के, जूते निकाल के रिलैक्स कर रहे हैं, तब जाके दो तीन राउंड और भागना. वाओ. तो भगवान बोलेगा यार ये तो इससे अच्छा मेहनत कर रहा है. 10 मिनट मेहनत करो तो 6 दिन में वो 60 मिनट है, 1 घंटा आगे जाएगा. वाओ. सोचो अगर 1 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा कर रहा है तो you are 6 hours ahead of that personality or the group. So sometimes it might backfire, because don't do that in front of that senior or a junior. Do that before the training. Be early to the ground or stay late. But stay late is not when the team is in the bus, as a group sport. Make sure, there is no, I'm not talking about ego. There will be people who might not like it. Yeah. So you don't want disliking factor, which nobody told me. Maybe all that really affected me when it came to somebody supporting me and being around when the tough time happens. So I think I maybe kind of a lot of people didn't like the way that I used to stay back. They used to say, oh, dikhane ke liye. You understand, Nambru, all that used to happen in academy. So you must have experienced it too. I mean, in school and college, if you try to do anything extra, they'll say, kisko dikha rahe bhai? Koi aa raha hai kya? But it's better to go early and come back and then join the team, and then let them not even know that you are training extra. Or even if you're doing a push-up or pull-up, do it in the room. Don't go out. Boys and girls, I don't know how the culture is now. I'm old guy, but yeah, I still believe that it's better to not to show off to your own competitors or teammates or even colleagues who actually is in the same profession, who is competing with you. It's better to help them and tell them, I'm doing this. Yeah, tell them and help them that this is helping me. This 10-minute extra is really helping me. I mean, it will be great if the team can do it together. I mean, it will be then there will be the champions as a team. Depends on the individual. If the team is not interested, then make sure you don't do that in front of him or her. Absolutely. Just, they say teamwork makes the dream work, Sreesanth, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. So that's what got me to the MRF Pace Foundation, and I have to really thank T.A. Shekhar sir, Dennis Willi sir, and all the teammates in MRF. Zahir Khan was a senior, and I have to really thank my baseman, which is National Cricket Academy, South Zonal Academy when I was in Chennai, and then from there I got into MRF Pace Foundation. And I clearly remember even today, you won't believe, this is my small office room in Kochi, and this is the diary. This is MRF, my first diary in MRF Pace Foundation. Wow! So it says. I still have it. So
Player diary.
what
Yeah.
because I am starting Sreesanth Sports Academy in Mugambika. So a lot of things which I learned from them. I think at the end of the day, any building, like now I'm making a 7-year comeback to the sport which I love. The only reason is the basement has to be really strong, and the base became a really strong foundation only because of MRF Pace Foundation. So the name itself, the name of the book itself says MRF Pace Foundation. So the foundation laid down by T.A. Shekhar sir. I'm still in touch with him. In fact, day before yesterday also, I sent him the video and he told me, how to use the left arm. Your left arm is slightly here. Imagine, at
Wow.
37, T.A. Shekhar
Wow.
sir is have that faith that, okay, this kid will
Because you've
maybe
gained
make
that
a comeback.
respect. I'm sure everybody believed in you, and you've gained that respect over all these years, and that is very, very
What?
heartening to see. So Sri,
So
if I may ask you my next question, once Mahinder Singh Dhoni quoted, Sreesanth is one of the best bowlers of reverse swing, and and what do you have to say to that? About that compliment. And my next question to you regarding this is that, what are you going to do as far as your comeback is concerned now? Are you going to focus on your bowling speed, or are you going to go the James Anderson way? Like James Anderson is also, along with his age, he tried to just focus on his in swing, his out swing. Are you going to focus on that, or are you also going to focus on your speed? Now, what is your current bowling speed when you're practicing every day these days?
I'm bowling fast. I'm bowling fast, something which I love to bowl, and I just don't want to play for the sake of playing, or that is not doing justice to talent. That is not doing justice to.
Yeah.
Yes, you can prolong your career, trying to be with the team and getting all the respect and
Yeah.
helping a lot of people and all that. But at the end of the day, when you are laying down on the bed, you won't be. I don't think I'll be able to sleep because 7 years I've missed bowling fast and running in a ground when the crowd is, as you said, the interview started. You just actually kind of got me emotional when I can't wait. I don't know how I'm going to, go. That feeling when I'm going to be even in the dressing room, getting out of the bus, even for a first class game.
I
And
can
sooner
see it
or
in your
later, I'll
eyes.
be
I
playing
can
a
see it
lot
in
of
your eyes.
league matches also. I'll be playing T20 leagues and T10 leagues and all that across the globe. So but that first match, I'm so sure that is one. And then when I meet all these cricketers, and if I get an opportunity in a better league, or if I end up playing for the country, that will be a miracle. It will be a great story. Not because of Sreesanth, but a lot of other youngsters out there. Not just youngsters, even people who have lost in business also having that faith. 7 years he wasn't there anywhere, literally disrespected, thrown out from literally everything possible, tried his luck in movies, tried his luck in politics, he did everything possible. But he had this faith that, if you just stick to something passionately and obsessed, then it just happens. So I don't know how I'm going to manage that thing on that day when I play that first match. And I don't know, across the globe, I've got been extremely kind. When I used to play, I did have a lot of fan following, or I call them as the Sri fam or family. It's a family at the end of the day. As we said, one world, one life, and YOLO, you live only once. So, I believe in that. And, all these people will be waiting for that first ball, and I know it's not that one over, it's that first ball. Like the way you asked, how much are you clocking? I mean, I can talk, I can do a lot of things, but then when I just run in and bowl that first ball, I have a sick feeling. I think it's going to be hitting the middle stump line or middle stump or off stump line and taking it away. That's the plan.
The outswinger. Yeah.
And I think I have just, I just close because I just trying to visualize, and a beautiful outsinger. He tries to come in front, half cock. He tries to leave it or not play it, and then he takes the edge and first ball wicket. That will be a great start. If not, they say the other way is same ball, but because I'm an outswing bowler, he expects the outsinger and it just nips back. Even I have not planned, but because it hits the seam, it just nips back and get him bowled LB. I'll take that.
Absolutely, Sri.
So
We can't wait.
I'm
I'm
only
already
looking at
getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps,
yeah.
while you're
So
talking.
I
I'm
will
so
never.
happy.
I will, as I said, Ishan. I will not. I'm not nothing against Anderson or even Zahir. By towards the end, he was just trying and playing, but he helped a lot of youngsters like Ishan and all that. But I will never take an opportunity of another youngster who is faster and who is
Yeah.
sharper, and which means business. Because at that age, if he's not bowling well and if he's not up to the way I am fit, or more than the fitness. If I'm not able to win matches for the team, I myself will just sit out. I won't walk out.
Yeah.
Walk out is getting out of the team. No, I won't retire and all that. I will work hard again and see where I have to improve. But now my focus is not missing a single game for the next 3 years. And that's my ultimate goal. And in 3 years, if God takes me, and I'm very confident that Kerala will win Ranji Trophy, Irani Trophy, Subyapila, and possible even the T20, NP Salve. And I think that's under 19. I don't know the name of the T20 because I haven't played. So it's been ages. So I just want the Kerala cricket to go ahead and see at least 5 test cricketers, sitting in the dressing room before I retire. Because when I retire, I want to be retiring with the Indian jersey. So otherwise, I am going to bowl fast, Ishan. If I was never, anyway, I was not a tearaway fast bowler. I used to be smart even when I was playing.
But you bowled from your heart. I remember once Andre.
I used to get my wickets at 130 to 145 to 150. That was my range, So I will still bowl the same, Ishan. There is no doubt about that. I'm still bowling fast, and that's the only reason from my bodybuilding movie star body I have reduced to. I think I lost almost 16 kgs from the time I was into bodybuilding. So now I got 3 more kgs to lose, which will make me close to 78. So now I am just focusing on that. It's not just about the weight, because I have titanium nails through both my big toe, because I had 12 surgeries in 2012 and I haven't played much after that. So good. It's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes people look at the tough times and say, why me? But I say, thank God it was me. Because it made me believe in a lot of other things. I could dance with those. I could sprint with those in an action scene in a movie. Now I'm practicing hard in actually indoor concrete wickets and astro turfs, and still it's fine. I mean, it does swell up a bit and it hurts, but pain is just weakness going from the body. And when I look back of 2013 and all that, that pain is nothing related to this pain. So I'm just looking forward to bowl fast, not just be there and be a senior guy walking around with the water. No, I am there to play and help the team to win the match, and if possible, lead Kerala. I am openly telling, because I have to be very smart and very sweet when I make a comeback, but I don't want to do that. I just want to say I would love to lead the team to victory rather than just sit there and try to help. No, with leader is somebody who makes that fast decision. With my experience, with humble experience which I have, I think I'm smart enough to make the smart decision now, and I'm very confident we have a great team. It might be Sanju or Sachin or Jalaj Saxena or even Robin Uthappa for that matter. They are all good cricketers, so they have played. That's why this year is very crucial for me. To lead from the front might take me 3 or 4 matches, but let me know the rules first.
Absolutely, Sri. So my next question to you is: do you think somebody like a Virat Kohli as captain of the team currently can get the best out of you, considering you both play with your heart on your sleeve and never mind taking a slight dig at the opposition? You both are aggressive, and over a period of time, you both have tried to find the right balance between being aggressive and at the same time, not crossing the line. Virat Kohli and you are similar characters. Dil se khelte ho dono. So do you think that is going to help when Virat Kohli is going to give you the ball and tell you, Le Shri, इसको आउट कर सीधा, टेंशन ना ले, इसको जाके सुना, इसकी आंखों में अपनी इसकी आंखों में आंखें डाल, और and just
don't get me more emotional, Ishan. It's like because of that movie culture in the last 6 years to 7 years, you start visualizing the scene, and somebody is doing a screenplay, or when they come and do the narration of a script, because I learned it the hardest possible way, because my sister, everybody's into acting, and it's about visualization, the way I used to do for the sport. So when you're explaining this to me, and I was like visualizing Virat Kohli giving the Shri bhai dal de yaar, kaha ja wicket, so I think that will happen. I hope aapke muh mein ghee, shakkar aur sona chandi sab aaye. जो आप बोले सब अच्छा हो जाए, inshallah. Jay Madadi, please be with me. So it will be great to play under him because he's aggressive. Plus, I think I will get to maybe that age factor also might get to lead the pace attack because of the experience with couple of performances. And I'm very sure that the first class performance which I'm going to do will surely be brilliant. And I'm very confident. I have no plan B. I only plan A. Is to just run through the sides, and I'm not saying it's going to take a lot of overs or I need to have a lot of match practice. I'll be on from the first ball, and why I'm saying is I believe in destiny, and I believe that it's created by your own imaginings and your own. If the mind can be there, the body can, and that's a great way to take life. And I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not scared of failure. I'm not scared of success. I just want to take every match as it is, but have a great. Sanu, एक minute. After the
That's
interview,
okay. That's okay. That's
live,
okay.
it's live, Sanu, after the interview.
That's
No,
okay.
this aeroplane बनाने मेरा old paper cutting लेके आया, बताओ.
How sweet.
Not in this.
How
Not in
sweet.
this. Keep there.
How
Keep
sweet.
it there. No, not that. All that is paper cutting. Because it's one way of motivating me is in my room. I'll just show you quietly.
Yes, please.
That wall is more of the achievers wall. So I am trying to get all those paper cuttings. I've kept it.
Wow.
See again they bought the paper which is like an old cutting.
Wow,
All
sweet.
these memories. Just to these are the cuttings which my father has kept. So all this is like a motivation for me. So I am just doing the collage which I used to do long back. So
Wow.
I am just keeping all
Yes,
that. See, these are all old paper cutting. Sanu, don't take all that. I'll give you another.
Sri,
paper,
have you read this book? It's called The Secret. They say thoughts become things. जैसे आप सोचते
Yeah.
वही हो
Bro.
जाता है.
I think it's Bhagavad Gita. He just converted it.
Absolutely.
जो Bhagavad Gita, Quran, Bible, Guru Nanak ki book, everywhere it's written this. But obviously he solved it. He or she solved it. So I have seen the movie also, The Secret. But I am right now reading this book called Anthony Robbins' Awaken the Chains Within.
Wow. Wow.
It is a brilliant book. Sanu, please, I will finish this. We can talk. It's okay. I can do it blindly.
So,
It's
Sri,
like
my next question to you is, and this one is a question about the 2007 World T20 semi-final. I remember India versus Australia. You won the match for India, and after that match, Adam Gilchrist gave a statement. He said Sreesanth made the difference in that game. 2007 में जब आपने हेडन को आउट करा था, I think that was what turned the momentum, and then also the 2007 World Cup final. When you took that all important catch. So I'm sure you've been asked this a lot, but if you could just maybe again take us to that semi-final and that final, especially when you take the wicket of Matthew Hayden straight.
I clearly remember 2007 Durban, and Dhoni bhai had asked me to सबके साथ aggression करते हैं, इनके साथ सामने दिखा करके दिखा. So it was more like a proper chavi by. So that's a plane.
Let's hope we all
so it's a paper plane. Yeah, we were playing paper plane in the terrace before this interview. So it's a fun, it's nice. It's like a switch off for me. I think 2007 was surely one of the best years, especially 2006. I had missed few matches also after the I clearly remember just before the World Cup England series, there was a Bangladesh series where I had a shin split and I had to miss the Bangladesh series, and I was really, because I was 7 matches 37 wickets and I was in a record breaking streak of getting wickets in test matches, and a lot of people are comparing me to Kapil Paji and all that. That was a great honor, but I was looking at a different, at that point of time, if you remember, Sri, I was not looking at records, but I wanted to be the best. I wanted to make sure I leave a legacy and don't miss any matches. That was my main criteria, which I said earlier in this interview, that I want to just play every game for the next 3 years, because that is the only way I can do justice to my talent, which I missed 7 years.
Absolutely. So, Sri, I have an interesting segment. Sorry, please go ahead.
No, I will finish the question. It's just that I had to say it. So, before going to the World Cup, why I'm saying the backstory is that semi-final made a great spell out of me, but that spell happened because of a lot of other certain factors, which is missing that Bangladesh series, and I had to move out. And a lot of people speculated that it's because of the wickets. Like the same thing happened to Dennis Lillee long time back. He didn't come to subcontinent with side strain, and they said he doesn't want to come because it's not safe to bowl here and he won't get help. So a lot of people, even in the media, had written that Sreesanth is moved out of Bangladesh series because it's not helpful condition. I had a very bad shin split, and I remember coming back to MRF and NC and Sanu. They're playing in my room office. So chalo, play in the playroom. Go to the bat and ball room. Not here, Sanu, not here. Go to bat and ball room.
So,
please go to bat and ball. Sanu, go to pleasure mode. It will break. You won't like it. I'm telling you. Go open the door and go. Sorry. I mean, I have a bat and ball room, so it's a 25 yards. So let them play there. I mean,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful.
So what I'm saying is, so once I missed that, I had to get back, and I went to Indian series trying to prove a point. I wanted to, break records, and I completely shifted my focus to proving people wrong, which was the wrong thing to do. I was not trying to prove anybody wrong till that first 7 games because I was enjoying every ball I bowled, and this was like, okay, shin split. Whatever return it was going on in my head. So when I went to the World Cup, thanks to the team, thanks to BCCI, in fact, for dropping me in that England one-day series. When the one-day series happened, I got dropped after not a great performance in the 2007. I still got 12 wickets, and the last test I bowled really well. But obviously that test, before the test match started, team was announced. I was named in the World Cup squad, but not in the one-day squad, and I was really shocked. And but when I came back to Kerala, it was Onam season, and why I'm sharing this is, I learned how to switch off. I never knew how to switch it off. I was always like that, and that 3-4 weeks in Kerala really helped me. And then when I joined the T20 squad in Durban, I was a completely different guy. In fact, I think you must have seen the matches also.
You were on fire,
from the
man.
first game, I was in a different zone because I used to switch it off. The moment I'm off the ground, no cricket. This is decided, Sri. Don't think. Before, I used to walk. I used to be sitting in the bus. I used to get in the room. I used to plan. But my planning used to be before going to bed, half an hour or 1 hour, getting up. Then I'm focused. But before, after the match also, even when I'm sitting having a dinner also, I'll be thinking, aisa karna, vaisa karna. Because it was overcooking your brains,
Yeah.
So what I didn't practice nothing when I came to Kerala, and I knew that this is the way to do it. And I went there, spot on, body was fresh, same thing. Why I'm saying the story is when I make a comeback now, I'm completely fresh because thanks to the blessing in disguise of 7 years that all those youngsters out there and with all the senior cricketers are playing, and they were under the sun, tired. I'm fresh, ready to go. Next 3 to 5 years, 3 years is what I'm keeping. There's no plan B. So 5 years, I'm going to be there, literally hitting the deck very hard. So same thing in Australia, against Australia, that match. I had played one match, Champions Trophy, against them. And when that match started, I had some immense belief that Hayden ko bold karna hai. I didn't even think about LBWs, or I did appeal in the first over for a LBW. According to me, it was out, but then it was obviously high. That's how I just enjoy bowling to people who wear yellow jerseys. So one is Australia, one is Chennai Super Kings. So these two teams,
also
I enjoy bowling to.
You love
so
bowling to
again, AB, I love bowling to anybody who is a legend. In fact, they are all legends in their own field, and who are very, very good. I love to bowl to them. I don't know, for some reason, God's been extremely kind. All my good wickets are 4-5 times of great. So, like a Peterson, Callis, Gilchrist, Hayden, Simons. One story I want to share is Simons got an edge. It was 4 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets in that, with one maiden in the semi-final.
Yes.
And my last over, when Hayden got out, Simons had come and then he played an edge and it went for 4. I was so irritated because it was 3.4 overs or something, 8 runs, 1 wicket.
Yeah.
2 wickets. And I was like, oh, not bad. Semi-final of a World Cup. I was planning, as an youngster, I was like, Oh, well, I feel that when Simons tried to hit and it went for an edge 4.
Yeah.
I told, you're so lucky. I told him because I was in that zone. I said, you're so lucky. My spell is over. And he said, he obviously abused, forgive my language, but he was saying F off. So I told him when he shook hands, I actually told him, looking forward to bowl to you. And you won't believe, bro. After that, I think I bowled 2 or 3 matches consecutive to him. First match was in Bangalore. First bowl, slower bowl, LBW, out. 0. So, then the next match was in Kochi, in my home ground. Against Simons, till 80s, I didn't bowl to him because my spell had finished and he had come later. So when I came back, when he was batting on, I think 80s, I came to bowl and then he got out at 87 against lower ball. Khada kar diya. So Australians have been, I think I have been blessed to bowl well to good batsmen.
You love bowling.
And I enjoyed bowling to a captain of a team. So I don't know. It's just something which I got it from, I don't know from where I got it, but yeah, wherever I got it, I'm very thankful.
Sri, my question to you is about Sachin Tendulkar, because there are a lot of Sachin Tendulkar fans, on our page here. You once quoted, "Mujhe Sachin se milna tha when I started playing cricket, and he's the only one who will inspire the next 1,000 generations in India to play cricket."
Absolutely.
So everybody has a first time story about meeting Sachin Tendulkar. For example, Virat Kohli जब पहली बार तेंदुलकर से मिला तो हरभजन सिंह और युवराज सिंह played a small prank with them. और युवराज और हरभजन ने विराट कोहली को बोला कि जो भी पहली बार सचिन पाजी से मिलता है उसके पैर छूने पड़ते हैं. So did you what was your first experience of meeting the master blaster Sachin Tendulkar?
See, to be very honest, Sachin Paji is obviously the god of cricket, not just Indian cricket, but I believe he's the god of cricket for sure, because carrying the complete country's burden on the shoulders. When he used to get out, the people used to switch off the TV long back when it used to be coming on DD1 and all that. So I clearly remember the first thing which I read about Tendulkar Paji and Vinod Kambli was the partnership, which came in it was like a kids magazine. We were in school and it was in a Malayalam. I was in a village with my granny and she was reading it to us. Generally like stories, and I was like, and it was like a cartoon. Both of them like a caricature or something like that. So that's when I came to know about, and then I asked my uncle, which my mom's younger brother, and then he explained it to me. This is cricket, this is that, and that's how I came to know. And that's how it was like a thing for me, okay, this is cricket, this is how it is. Because I used to play only football and athletics and run around playing hide and seek, and then suddenly, I remember the first instinct is Tendulkar in Kochi playing India vs Australia, where Ajit Agarkar made his debut, Ajit Bhai. So it was in whites because it was a red ball, and my brother used to work with the hotel called Avenue Region, and he was sales and marketing head, and he had all the hotels got, because it was the first match in the stadium as an international match. Before that, there was a match, Karnataka versus South Africa, when the South Africans came here.
Yeah.
I had gone to watch that also in the gallery. But at that time I was in 6th or 7th or something like that. So when we went to Sachin Paji, I didn't get a ticket from my brother because we were all very, very young. And the first time I met Sachin Paji in real, not near, but in real, was sitting with a 50 rupee ticket, which we took from the mandir, which for example, घर पे जो मंदिर है उसमें जो पैसा होता है, भगवान को बोला, भगवान प्लीज यार हमारे भगवान को मिलने जाना है, प्लीज आप तो वैसे भी पैसे नहीं लोगे. So I clearly remember taking the $100 or something like that, 10 rupees ka notes. Me and my friend Pingu Thomas, he's in England now, he's settled there, married and all that. So we both went and watched it from the gallery, and we could hardly see, because if you see the Cochin Stadium, like Kotla, it's like not Firozshah Kotla, what do you call it? Eden Gardens, the lots of Eden Gardens. So in Kochi, the second higher is very far. You can hardly see anything, and I clearly remember we could not see anything. But the best part happened is Sachin Paji got his first 5-wicket haul, got Steve O, Bevan with a googly, and there was this big screen which we were seeing the replay. We could hardly see, so we could see it in the replay and all that. And I'll show after this interview. No. Okay. See her painting.
Oh wow!
That's her painting.
So beautiful, baby. So beautiful.
This is my dog. This is my dog.
Yeah, she's.
Wow! Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in? Can we see it properly?
This is my small brother. See
Wow!
here. This is my dog. This is egg falling down into that head. This is mother chicken. This is this. This is me, and this is my mother chicken, and this is my dog.
Okay.
Wow!
And the water in the sky.
And water and the sky also.
And
Wow!
So
beautiful. You're such a good artist. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. So
and landing down
then, so that was my first experience seeing Sachin Paji, the legend, the god. And then after that, I clearly remembered I had this opportunity to bowl to him. Very few people know about this. I don't speak much about this. So the first time I saw him near and very clear, it was before I said Sachin Paji in real, but not near. This was Sachin Paji real and very near. And then it was in the nets of India versus South Africa nets or India versus Zimbabwe nets. I'm not very clear.
Okay.
So I was the ball boy. I think India versus South Africa. India versus South Africa in Kochi.
Okay.
And I was in 11th standard, Bhavan Salamakara, and I went to bowl in the nets as a net bowler. And I had just started bowling medium pace. I was a leg spinner, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
So Tendulkar comes. He was the first to come to the nets, and he had this 6-7 bats. And then he asked, any medium bases? So everybody's looking at. I didn't even think. I said, because I knew he's calling because you have to bowl, and there was the bowling head in charge. Sir was not there, so I knew he's early. So luckily, I was about to say something I couldn't say because obviously he's such a Tendulkar. I was scared. I had this immense respect, and I'm like looking at him. Then he gives this Kookaburra ball. First time in my life, I was holding Kookaburra ball, and I just walked back, and there were 3 more other bowlers, and we bowled. The first ball he played a defense to me. Very slow it was to be. I will be very honest. There's no shyness in saying. Second ball was a big wide hit, which literally hit the corner of the net.
Yeah.
And the third ball, he played another defense. It's like a push. He came walking, took the ball, and then he gave it back to me and said, "You do me one thing. You don't bowl now. You bowl a bit later. Wait, okay? Wait. You can do throwdowns to me after, okay?" And I said, but he said in a very good way, which I came to know later, in the sense that he didn't remember the story, but when I explained it to him later, it's like that was a good gesture. In fact, we also do that to youngsters who's not that fast to make him feel good. Later also, you can be with me. You can be proud and say to your friends that I spent time with this guy.
No.
But I didn't understand at that point of time because at that time I said, I was like this.
That's Sachin Tendulkar's way of appreciating. So Sri, basically,
That was my first experience. I want to share this story. Why I said those, I don't want to do in this 7 because it's kind of a motivational story for a lot of people, which when I told this later. And, in my view, it was disappointing because of that youngster ego, it's like,
yeah,
okay, it is Tendulkar. But I was the first one to lift the hands to help somebody in the nets.
Yeah.
And all my other net bowlers and all the other friends are like, chal. You know how our own teammates, especially in different clubs. In the bowling nets, we have so many other clubs bowlers also. So they were all laughing at me. It really felt so bad, It's like a big thing at the heart. And I was walking back, and then the South African team had arrived, and they were doing the warm up because. Luckily in Kochi, it's not the same nets. It's one net is on the left corner and the other net was on the right corner. So you won't believe Callis, Boucher, John D. Rhodes, and I remember what was his name, Nicky Boy and Paul Adams, Sean Pullock. They all came. And I am a huge fan of Alan Donald. Donald was not there, so Ntini was there. And then Ntini was the first guy to walk out. And he's pretty cool at that time. And even throughout. So he comes and says, "Yeah, bro, come on, anybody to bowl to me." So I go there. And, I ended up...
It's okay. Go ahead.
I end up bowling in the South African nets, okay? But obviously I was decently slow. Not slow, decently slow. And they always had this, maybe because of the Indian thing, and maybe they are enjoying, but they're like, okay, ball, more. Come on, faster. And Ntini was bowling alongside, and Ntini kept on saying, faster, man, more faster. And such I used to be running in, but so it was like a eye-opener for me, and I walked back, and I remember very clearly. Why I'm saying the story is, I was in tears, I was in tears. I was like an youngster. I'm in 11th grade, or so almost 16 and a half, 17.
Yeah.
Trying to play for the country. I want to represent the country. That's what your dream is.
Absolutely.
I still haven't even made the state squad. I tried 6 years in Karnataka. I couldn't make it to the Karnataka under 13. Before it used to be under 12, under 13. under 15, under 17, under 9. I couldn't make it anywhere in Karnataka sport. So I came to Kerala. And in my first experience in 11th standard is Sachin Baji stopping me after 3 balls. And then, everybody in Kerala cricket literally laughing at this youngster who's come from Bangalore to play for Kerala Ranji Trophy. I used to say 2-3 years I will be playing for Ranji Trophy. 5 years to 6 years I will be playing for India. I had this plan A, no plan B. So that evening, when I was back home, I was just telling it to my best friends and all that. And I was obviously, your best friend are obviously yes man and yes girls, they love you no matter what. So I was like, very emotional. I was like, one day, bro, one day. I was telling Pingu, one of my, I told you about, he's my bestie. And I was like, Pingu, one day I'm going to get him out. So he's like, who? Sachin Tendulkar. He's like, what? This is how his expression was.
You did in the Ranji Trophy.
And he was like this. He was like this. He was like, what? I said, Sachin Tendulkar. So he looked at me like this.
ये क्या बात कर रहा है?
जो फोटो में दिख रहा है वो आउट करेगा. लाइफ में पहली बार मिला है ना, खुश रहे. So I said, that time I was planning was next time when India comes to Kerala to play any match in the international ground, so in the net I will get him out. I never thought I'll get him out in first class. I didn't plan at all. I'll be honest. So I was like, next time international match Kochi में होगा तो अगर सचिन बाजी आएगा तो उसको एक बार at least out करना है. Okay? You won't believe, bro. I used to bowl any right-hand batsman who used to be in my club match or when I went to MRF Pace Foundation when I played Ranji Trophy. Everybody was Tendulkar for me. Whoever is the right-hand batsman, Tendulkar. Whoever is the left-hand batsman, Brain Lava. So I wanted to just visualize playing for the country.
Absolutely.
So I just told myself that no matter what, Sri, just keep getting wickets. You will get there. And 2005, I will share this because in 2005 when I played the Challenger Trophy, I got an opportunity to bowl to him, and I'm very confident that a lot of Malayalis would have prayed for me to get him out, and I think that's the first time even I wanted him to be out. There is not a single time in my entire life that Sachin Baji should get out. Never. But that was the first time I am bowling against him. So my family, my friends, with a big all in the heart, they are praying for me to get him out. So that was like an insane experience. So I think hats off to Sachin Baji, and I had visualized that wicket a lot, just like the Dhoni Bai's wicket in 2009 where I got him yoked out in IPL. I think the only way I got him out is visualization and a lot of self-belief.
Absolutely, Sri. I remember that. So
it's a lot of self-belief, and thanks to Sachin Baji, he's one of the legends. And whenever I met him, I clearly remember he's the one who gave me the cap also when I played for the country.
Wow.
The blue cap in Nagpur in October 25th, 2005. He clearly told, you deserve to be here. All the very best. Lots of responsibility with the cap. Make sure you stand up and don't worry about performance. Just have the faith. You are here for a purpose. I clearly remember his words. You are here for a purpose, and you know the purpose better than anybody. So I think I'm just fortunate that I could play with all these legends. So
absolutely.
That is my inspiration, because I want to share this also to all the Sachin Baji fans that there is not a single one who is not a Sachin Baji fan. He's somebody who's, I don't think, I just shared a story. So if you ask, I have got 87 test wickets, or I think around 50 odd 75. 75 one-day wickets, not bad. Okay, so out of that, whichever game Sachin Baji played or I was with the series with him, half the wicket is his, because he used to plan, and I was fortunate that he used to come and stand in mid-on and mid-off from the slip also in between the drinks break. He used to come and tell me, Sri, try karke dekhe, abhi ye karna, lot of wickets like that. So I used to plan with him, and he's a legend. He had this faith that, okay, I can. And even 2011 World Cup final, if not for Tendulkar, I wouldn't have played the finals. I think Dhoni Bhai and Sachin Baji, they all had a conversation, but Sachin Baji is the one who took the initiative. Maybe he had the faith that, with Zahir, when Ashish Nehra is not around, I can actually take the new ball. I didn't get a wicket, but I was there. But unfortunately, as Zahir Bhai told in one of the interviews nowadays, he told about I had got a heat stroke and I was struggling to even breathe. So, but luckily, when you end up bowling to likes of Tendulkar and Ganguly and Dravid, Sehwag, Yuvraj Singh, Gautam Gambhir and all in the nets. Not a single other batsman of any other country, it doesn't matter. Yes, in my interviews I've told Kallis, Lara, yes, they are all legends in their own way, but you can't compare them to our legends because I was so fortunate. I was born an Indian. I'm proud Indian, I'm proud Malayali.
Yes, sir.
Because if I was born in any other country, I don't think I would have even played as much as I played. If I played one match against India, I would have got my career got finished. So I'm fortunate that I'm an Indian. I'm so happy that I could learn a lot bowling to these legends in the nets. And
Absolutely.
I used to prepare to get them out because I did that in 11th grade. So whoever is listening to this, I just want to say, boys and girls out there, a guy who saw a legend from the gallery, ended up having a conversation with him, ended up playing with him. Before that, I got him out. I mean, God been extremely kind. He was making a comeback, so I was just fortunate. After that, when he got his most important cup, which is the World Cup, I was the one who was standing right to him after playing the 11 because of him. So imagine a guy who never knew me, but I knew him from the time I read that book in 1989 or 90 when they made the partnership. But he knew me only from 2003. Yes, he knew me in 2000 when I bowled in the nets, but he never knew. He just knew a cricketer who is a bowling net bowler. But in his house, I'm standing next to him. So God's been extremely kind. So if I can, you can. If you can, your best friend can. If your best friend can, anybody in your family can, or anybody in that friend circle can. So always remember, not just in cricket, not just in any sport, any field, whether it's art, sports, anything, you can be there with the best and maybe better than be the best. So just don't give up. Be with that person. Just stick to it. You will achieve.
Absolutely. So Sri, we are...
one question and a huge answer. Sorry, man.
No. It's okay. I'm so happy because Sachin fans are going to be really happy. So Sri, now we're at the last segment of our show. This is called the last over. So what I'm going to do, Sri...
Yeah, so before the last hour, there is a drinks break. Huh?
Okay.
I have to, otherwise they will not eat.
Okay, I'll hold it. Don't worry. I'll hold it.
Sometimes you have to be aggressive as a father.
That's fine. I will also learn spoon. Though I'm only 30 right now. I don't have a baby right now, but I'm sure, I will have to learn.
God bless you. God bless you. I have a great... babies are fun because, see, I'll be honest, in this last 7 years, if something have taught me the best, I am just trying to figure out, how family, like how my mom and dad, I'm the fourth in my family, and what they went through, and that is coming from a middle class family, to manage all the four, plus giving them the best life possible. And if these kids are mischievous, imagine me. So, and that I had an operation when I was born. I had some problem, Indian style problem or something when I was born. So I had a surgery also. So being in the hospital for almost 6.5, 7 months when I was born, from there to these kids, something which I've learned, bro, I'm telling you with you also, with whoever is expecting already is a father. Best feeling on the earth is when you have that baby next to your heart, who you call, they say the real truth is your mom. And that's the next real truth. Your blood, your truth. Your kids are that's you. You are getting an opportunity to show your son or daughter who you wanted to be or who you are at your best. So that motivates you like crazy. As long as we are breathing, we don't give up. If you don't have anybody up there, do it for yourself. That's what they say. Who is you? Your parents. The parents, even people who are orphanages, I say, tell them, I'm sure more than anything else in this world, it's you. Even your parents might not be able to tell you what to do, but you can end up, sorry. I mean, I just got a bit.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Sri, that you're talking and you're opening up. So, Sri, now the last segment of our show, it's called
Last Over.
The last over.
I'm going to bowl 6 deliveries to you. You try and play all those 6 deliveries however you want, front foot, back foot, doesn't matter, and try and give me brief answers, okay? So my question number 1 to you, my first question to you, Sri.
Everybody tells this to me, Give brief answers. Okay.
So my first question to you is, again, because there are so many players in India, Sri, and when there are so many players, it's very difficult to break into the Indian team. Who do you think is the most underrated player in the current Indian team? Somebody who doesn't get a lot of opportunities, but somebody who's very good. His CV is very good, his resume is very good, और उसको और मौके मिलने चाहिए. So who's that current player right now?
I really think Kuldeep Yadav. A lot of people are talking about Chahal, but if I want to give if I am the one who is going to decide something, I would put Kuldeep in ahead of Chahal for sure, because Kuldeep can bat. It's just about the confidence when he gets hit by somebody or some batsman comes after him.
Yeah,
I think he gets into a shell. I just want to wish him all the very best. He's a match winner, and he can be a great all-rounder. The way Jadeja started scoring 300s for his state.
Yeah.
Yes, Kuldeep is doing well and once in a while, but he can be a great test cricketer. He can be one of the best. If Ashwin can score hundreds, I'm not nothing against Ashwin, but he worked really hard. I know Ashwin long back, how he used to be, and how he's ended up scoring 100. It's about dedication. It's about putting that effort where you should. It's about setting your priorities right. I think if he really focuses, not expecting him to play, don't expect to play, but expect not to play, and train better than anybody who he's ever seen. The best of the best should say, oh my God, even I have not done that kind of work. I think it's just a matter of, everybody says mindset, but he's extremely talented. I think it's just a matter of him getting that. If he starts scoring runs, I think it automatically it's a good fielder also. A lot of people are questioning his fielding. Again, work ethics. If he spends, you are there in that atmosphere. Ask me, when you miss 6 to 7 years. In fact, 2011 was my last game. That is a World Cup final which we won.
That's right.
I know there is a coincidence kind of a thing when it comes to my career. My first match against Sri Lanka, my last match against Sri Lanka when it comes to one day. When it comes to test, first match against England, last match against England. But I don't want to end there. So I want to try and continue. So I want to say, Kuldeep, even if you're sitting out, please use the time. I think he's one player who can actually be a match winner. Not just one or odd matches where he got a hat-trick and all. No. He can be one of the best spinners India has ever seen. I will rate him really high. It's just a matter of his self-belief. Yes, he's brilliant, but he can be exceptional.
Absolutely, Sri. There's no doubt about that. Kuldeep Yadav is indeed a match winner. So, Sri, question number 2. Your favorite woman cricketer in the world right now?
Oh, I really like Healy.
Yeah? Okay, fair enough. The Australian opening batsman, Healy, Michelle Stark's wife. You're talking about Michelle Stark.
And yes, and one more New Zealand cricketer who's an young who scored I think 100 in debut or something like that. I don't know her name.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting her name, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And she bowled spin also. She got a fifer also in that match. I like the youngsters who when it comes to India, obviously everybody loves Mithali Raj because she's like Tendulkar of women's cricket. But my favorite when it comes to it's not Mithali Raj. I think most very underrated is Jhulan Goswami. I think I love her. Not because at that time when she started off and when she was getting, because I have seen her in the net, she was boom. She had a crazy work ethics. I respect a lot of people who have, yes, Mithali Raj has got a crazy work ethics too, but when it comes to, I don't know, maybe because I'm a fast bowler, my favorite Indian women cricketer, surely. A lot of senior Kerala cricketers I could meet in this 3-4 years. Senior women cricketers who would never got an opportunity or something, but who have played for the country.
Sure.
If you ask them also, they will talk about Jhulan Goswami. I think respect to her, lots of respect.
Absolutely. Highest wicket taker in the world for a reason, Sreesanth. Jhulan Goswami was absolute bang on. So my next question to you, Sri, is who's the toughest batsman you've ever bowled to in your entire life?
Sachin, Ramesh, God, Tendulkar.
Okay, fair enough. That's non-debatable. 3 current international batsmen, Sreesanth, you think you can trouble the most when you make a comeback?
Anybody and everybody.
Okay, maybe name one specific.
I think I remember because of Sachin fans also. I want to just share one small. I know it's brief, but I have to share this. Yeah. In Pakistan series, when I went to Pakistan, my first series outside India, I was trying to learn in swing. At that time, I never used to bowl in swing. Then I later learned and I improved my in swing. I used to bowl only out singers, and I was bowling in sing, and Sachin Baji came up to me and said, Shri, they call me Shanta. So, Shante, why are you trying this? So I said, no, it will be great to surprise. Really? You know what, Shri? As long as you hit that middle stump, take the ball away, there is no second line of defense. You will get him out. You don't have to worry about in. You have to just worry about out. So basically, out, bowling an out singer. So
I got it.
I want to. Why I said this answer is any batsman out there, whether it's a left-hander, right-hander, and just looking forward to bowl to all these people who were very fortunate that I was not around.
That's great.
Especially,
That's great. Keep up the spirit. Keep up.
I'm just looking forward to. What do you call it? Spoil their averages.
Absolutely. So Shri, my next question to you, question number 5, my second last question of the last over. One current Indian fast bowler who you relate to the most in the current crop, you know, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Ishant Sharma, somebody who you relate to the most, you know, in terms of your style. आपको पता है इसको देख के मजा आता है देखने में, you know, ये wicket लेगा. Like you mentioned Kuldeep Yadav, as far as the spin department is concerned. Who's your favorite Indian fast bowler currently?
Difficult question. I really love Siddharth Kaul. I relate a lot to Siddharth because he was a very super junior in MRF Pace Foundation. I remember Siddharth when he came in, and we don't have bowling for 2 months in MRF. April maybe don't bowl.
Yeah.
You know, it's only training, only fitness training, just gym, swimming, and drills and meditation, yoga, and all that. But we used to play on Sunday. We used to just ऐसे मजाक में tennis ball पे खेलते थे. At 14 or 15. Uday Kaul I knew because he was in Punjab, but this kid comes and just bowls in this lightweight tennis ball, and I was like, oh my god, I can see a bit of me. And because at that time, I had just started playing for the country, and I told him, and he did play. He did play. He actually wore 36. He wore 36. Can you beat that? Jay Madari, without asking him though.
But Siddharth Kaul did really well for SRH. I mean, SRH के लिए
I'm telling you, not just SRH. Last year he's got a hat trick. He's got I think 3 or 4 5-wicket hauls. One against Kerala, because I was invited for that match because I was working with the Kerala cricketers of Nidish, Basil Thambi, and all that, because they had lost so many games. So JS sir told, from next year you are anyway playing. So why don't you come with Yohanan and just motivate the morale of the team. And I went there and defeated Punjab. Not bad. I didn't play. Obviously, the youngsters have played, but then I could motivate a bit. So Siddharth, because Siddharth knows me also, and suddenly Siddharth became a different bowler altogether. Throughout the season, he was okay. 3-wicket, 4-wicket, and all that, and 1 5-wicket out of 5 games, 6 games, and suddenly I am standing, and best part is Tidi Chatter comes to me and says, Sri, can you please go? Because we were batting and Siddharth was just going 5 wickets in no time. He's good, man. He's not just, and it was a flat track. You know how Indian wickets are.
And he also wore
in Punjab and Northern.
He wore a bandana like
not like me, like Dennis Lilly, and he's also from MRF Pace Foundation. I love this kid, and I follow him on Twitter, and I love the way he trains hard. He's underrated, man. I'm telling you, if I ever happily, if I make a comeback all winning, I would love to have him around. And if you ask me who you want to leave your boots to, that will be Siddharth Kaul, because he is brilliant, and not because he's from MRF Pace Foundation. Yes, the basement is that, but he is. You just watch his videos after this interview. He works really hard, and I'm requesting you. Why don't you get him? We would love to hear from him, because
absolutely.
He comes from a very sport family, and his dad is an amazing trainer. He was our zonal academy trainer and CST head trainer. Then he was with the Indian team also. Then his brother Uday. It's a brilliant story. So I think he will the amount of experience, because he comes from Punjab. You know how difficult it is to actually make it even to the club side. There, everybody's talented. So I think you should have a conversation and motivate him. It's just as Sri also told. I will anyway message him now, but please tell him. He can be devastating.
I will definitely, Sri, definitely. So Sri, my last question to you: And this is a special request by all our followers, because when we send them push notifications that we are doing an interview with Sreesanth, this is a request from all our fans. And if it's difficult, it's okay not to answer it, Sri. But what everybody wanted to know was, you've spoken about your playing 11 as far as the Indian team is concerned, as far as the world 11 is concerned, but you've never spoken about an IPL 11. What is Sreesanth's IPL 11 going to be? So do you think you can try? I know abhi time, ekdam se, I don't want to put you in the spot, but you can try maybe.
No. I've learned something in the last 7 years is answer your questions. Don't be prepared. When you prepare, you actually plan. You plan, and I think when you plan, you lie.
Fair enough. So let's start.
So you can. I'll tell you. You have to help me because forgive me, cricketers. A lot of cricketers but I will go with who I know, what I've seen. Maybe next year my 11 might be different. I might be in the 11. So, but anyway, I will tell you this year's 11 before I start playing cricket. The way I look at is captain will be MS Dhoni. Okay. Openers maybe Chris Gayle, Rohit Sharma. I'm just trying to. Vice captain Virat Kohli. Okay. Virat Kohli and take your time. Virat Kohli and Chris Gayle opening. Okay, Virat Kohli and Chris Gayle opening. One down. Number three. Rishabh Pant number. Okay, Rishabh Pant number 3. Wow, that's an explosive option, Sreesanth. That's explosive. You're attacking. 2 down, which is number 4. A lot of speculation was going on during the World Cup. I was doing a show with News Nation and I said, why is so much blown out of proportion? Number 4 is for me Dhoni, because he can kill the hell out of a bowler. He can destroy a cricketer's career. So he can just come there and belt any fast bowler out of the ground, not just out of the boundary. So, and he's done that to most of the cricketers. I think Umesh also was hit out of the Bangalore Stadium. Few other cricketers also got hit outside other few stadiums across the globe. So Dhoni at number 4. ABD number 5. Yes. Thank you for helping me. ABD at number 5. At number 6. Right. I mean, you need the current 11, right? I mean, who's playing? Sure. Okay. Current 11. If it was if Yuvraj Singh was there around, I would have put UVPA at number 4. Okay. And then Dhoni. But UVPA is not around, so let's go with AB and then at number 5, right? Yeah. No, number 6 now. Number 6. Number 5 is APD. Number 6 will be Mr. Hardik Pandya. Sure. Explosive. No doubt about that. Explosive. Number 6, Hardik Pandya. So you're going to play number 7 will be Ravindra Jadeja. Okay, so you play 2 all-rounders in Hardik Pandya and Ravindra Jadeja at 6 and 7, right? And now. So the main fast bowler, I'll go from 11. So number 11 fastest Bumrah. Okay. Yeah. Stark. 2 more left. Now 2 spinners or 1 pacer, 1 more pacer and 1 more spinner. Kuldeep Chahal. So you're a firm Kuldeep. Okay. Kuldeep. I is in my 11 for sure. Kuldeep. Okay. So 1 more left now. Bhuvi? Do you have place for Bhuvi? No. Okay. Because 3 foreigners, no, you can play. 3 or 4 foreigners. 4 foreigners can play, right? Yeah. So maybe you get. So no, there is AB playing, Chris Gayle playing. AB is playing. Stark playing. Yeah. And there's one more. So obviously, Hardik is there as a medium pacer. Yeah. Bumrah. Some international player who is Russell. Listen, bro. The current Lord Russell, Andrew Russell. Oh, sorry, of course. Andrew Russell any day. How are we forgetting Russell? Absolutely, no doubt about that. Andrew Russell, he'll rotate for number 3. Okay, he can bat anywhere. Yeah. And number 12. 12th man Sreesanth. No, Sreesanth is going to be in the playing 11. He's not going to be the 12th man. 12th man Sreesanth learning. You need to know the rules. 2020 में बहुत कुछ चेंज हुआ है, तो वो भी सीखना पड़ेगा.
Absolutely.
बॉल तो डाल दूंगा, यॉर्कर, फिफ्थ स्टंप यॉर्कर, स्लोअर बॉल, बाउंसर, वो कैरम बॉल भी सीख लिया. वो क्या है, व्हाट यू कॉल दैट फिंगर, व्हाट यू कॉल इट,
Knuckle ball.
नकल बॉल भी सीख लिया. भगवान की कृपा है. हार्ड वर्क पेस, बट रूल्स अभी भी पता चलना है, कहाँ फील्ड रखना है, ये फील्ड अलाउड है क्या, वगैरह वगैरह.
So Shri, बहुत मजा आया यार. You were very honest throughout the interview. The last over is over, and thank you so much, man. It was very nice interacting with you, interacting with your family, your little daughter, who's I think the sweetest kid in the world. She really loves you. And
Thank you very much.
please make your family proud, Sreesanth. I'm sure you already have.
I will.
But you're going to make all of us proud also very soon, Sreesanth. And we can't wait to see you play for Kerala and then play for India, then play the World Cup and then play
Thank
the
you.
ODI World Cup. बस आप आगे बढ़ते रहो.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the entire team of Cric Crak, and thank you, Ishan, for persisting with me. In fact, yesterday, even though I missed, I'm extremely sorry.
No, that's
again.
okay. So,
And it was a great fun talking. It's always great to talk and express your feeling. That's why I said it's better than preparations, especially interviews and all is asking you, and it's better to be honest and open. That's how you can give the answers. And one thing I always say in live interviews, as well as my recent interviews throughout the last 7 years, is that always remember, there is some power, whether you believe it in or God or not believe in God, it doesn't matter. There is some power out there, even who made gods. So remember that power is with you. That's why you are born in this world. Whether it's a girl, boy, it doesn't matter. Have faith in yourself. Have belief in yourself. Always remember, you are much better than what you actually think you are. No matter what the world says to you, no matter who are, let it be your parents also say a few things like, maybe you should try something else. Have faith. Have plan A, not plan B. Plan B is when the plan A doesn't work.
yeah.
But if you focus on plan B, okay, there is a plan B, there is a plan C, then you won't be there on the plan A through all out. So my request will be, just try it out in something new, goal, experience something new, and give your just plan A. Have a plan A and have this immense faith, guys and girls out there. All the very best. Your dream will come true if you really work hard for it, and be smart when you work hard. And one biggest advice, as I said, my dad gave me as an advice, but obviously at any age, more than advice, I will say a request to you all to please respect each other, help each other. If something which you have learned in this corona epidemic is, the world is one. Yes, compete when you're competing, but if you're learning something, share it. There is no good and bad. It's a great experience. Guys and girls out there, all the very best, and keep rocking. Have faith. And as I said, Ishan, thank you for having me in this show. And yeah,
So,
God bless you too. And keep rocking, bro. Keep growing and keep climbing ladders. No, don't take the lift.
thank you so much, Sri. We love you, brother. We love you, and we had a
Woo.
great time, man. Cheers.
See you, bro. Take
Cheers.
care.
See you,
Bye,
Sri.
bye, bro.
Thank you. I'm sorry I delayed your dinner and all, man. Please eat dinner and please spend time. with
No. I don't. I had my dinner at 7:30. I'm in that thing. Aussie.
Cheers, bro. See you. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.